our science experiment. And guess what? We have 2 volunteers. We have Kyler and Chris. Say hi, boys.
Hi.
Can you say hi? Say hi, Kyler. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for our science experiment. I'm going to do 2 for you today. And this one is called the leaky bag science experiment, okay? For this, we are going to fill up this baggie with water and put it over top of their heads. And then I'm going to stick several pens and pencils through the bag. Now, what do you think? Do you think these boys are going to get a bath? Pause this video and you think of a hypothesis. You think, yes, that these guys are going to get a bath, or no, these guys are not going to get a bath, okay? All right, so now that you came up with your hypothesis, let's see what happens. All right, I'm going to fill up this bag with water. Okay, it's pretty full, guys. Look at this. A lot of water going on their heads. All right, are you guys ready? Are you boys ready? No. No. All right, let's see. Here we go. I stuck one through. Oh, Kyler, are you getting wet? No. All right, I'm going to stick another one through, guys. That's 2. Okay, I'm going to do another one. That's 3. Last one. Here we go. Look. 4 pens and pencils stuck through here, and they didn't get a bath. Isn't that amazing? So, the science behind this is that bags, plastic, is made out of something called polymer, okay? And polymer has this chain mixed inside of it when it is created, okay? And when you stick something through, like something very pointy, the chain kind of moves aside and it never, ever breaks. Isn't that super cool? Let's give a round of applause to my volunteers. Woo, good job, boys. All right, now are you ready for the next science experiment? Let me get the stuff ready. Hey everyone, so I got the materials ready for the next lesson, which is called How Do Clouds Make Rain? So now, before we talk about clouds, we need to learn how clouds are actually formed. Okay, so I have a pot of water here, and it is currently heating up. So, you know, when it's a nice sunny day, the sun shines down on the water and heats it up, and it makes the water evaporate. So I'm going to show you guys the water right now, and remember, this is water being heated up by the sun. So here, do you see the water evaporating right now? It is heating up and the steam is rising. So that's what the sun does to the water outside. It heats it up and evaporates it and brings it up into the air. And what that does, when the water goes up into the air, when it evaporates up, it makes a cloud, okay? So that's like I said, that is how a cloud is formed, okay? Through evaporation, that's how clouds are formed. The water from the ground heats up from the sun, and the water rises up and makes a cloud. Okay? So now, let's learn what happens to the clouds. Okay? So now we're going to do our science experiment. Okay? So right here, I have water. Okay? And I'm going to put some shaving cream on top. Okay? So here. Now, so the shaving cream represents a cloud. Okay? See? Kind of looks like a cloud, doesn't it? And when a cloud is formed, it is called condensation. Okay, so let's review. So when water is heated up from the ground, it is called what? Evaporation, right? And when the water evaporates, it goes up into the sky and forms a cloud, making it called condensation. Kind of cool, right? So we're at that part. So now we're going to learn how clouds make rain. Okay, so I have my water here, which represents the air, and here's our cloud, and I'm going to drip some blue food coloring on top of the cloud. Okay, so what do you think's going to happen? I want you to make a prediction right now. When I pour the blue food coloring over top of the cloud, what do you think it's going to do? What do you think that is going to happen to the water? Okay, stop, pause this video right now and make a prediction. All right, so now that you've made a prediction, I'm going to share mine. This is what I'm going to think. This is what I think. I think when I pour the blue food coloring over top of the cloud, it is going to turn the water down below blue. Complete blue right away, okay? All right, are you guys ready to find out? Here we go. Let's see. Okay. See anything yet, guys? Whoa, isn't that cool? Look all the way around it. Wow, isn't that cool? What you just saw is the part of the water cycle which is called precipitation. Okay, it rained. There was way too much liquid on top of the cloud when it was condensing together. Remember, when you form a cloud, it's called condensation. And when it gets too heavy with water, it rains, which is called precipitation. That's the next part of the water cycle. Isn't that super cool? That is so awesome. So, I hope you guys made a great hypothesis for that, and I was right. It did turn the water in the jar blue, didn't it? But it took a lot of time, right? So we now went through 3 steps of the water cycle. So now let's review. So we learned about evaporation, right? We learned that when water is heated up by the sun, it evaporates and goes up into the air, right? And then in the air, when water's in the air, it makes a cloud. When it makes a cloud, it is called condensation. And then when the cloud gets too much water in it, it starts to what? Rain, and that is called precipitation. And then the water goes back down to the ground. And then this is the next step, which is super easy, okay? When the water goes back down to the ground, it then relocates itself, like in a river or a pond, wherever it just prelocates. It's called prelocation. It relocates itself so that way it can be reheated up again by the sun. And that whole process just starts over again. It goes evaporation, condensation, precipitation, prelocation. It just goes over and over and over again. And that's the water cycle. Isn't that awesome? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my science lesson. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, friends. Friends, so I kind of forgot to check on the tiger moths after an hour yesterday. Kyler, he was being a little stinker, and he just wanted mommy to do a lot of other things than check the caterpillars, or check the tiger moths. So I brought them back in from outside, and guess what? There's still one in there. Him. Where'd he go? Ah! Okay. There he is. He's chilling at the bottom for some reason. Okay. All right. So, I've been doing some research. Okay. I want you guys to look at this. It's kind of hard to see. Do you see all those little circles, or they're little balls? I have some here. There's some right here, down here, and down here. There's even some up here. Some right here, down below here, up here, and if I open up the lid, there's some right there. Friends, I've been doing some research on what those little balls are. Can you guess what they are? You guys are right. They're eggs. Oh my gosh. I am going to be a caterpillar tiger moth grandma here. I'm going to have a whole bunch of little caterpillars running around my jar. Oh, I am beyond excited. I am nervous, and I can't wait to share more about my tiger caterpillar moths, or my caterpillars with you. I gotta do a lot more research on how to take good care of them. All right, I'll keep you posted. Bye, friends.